It's the JT Cho Show!
10,
Thank you very much.
Let me get seated.
Everyone settle down. Simmer down.
Simmer.
Did you drop the mic? Is that why it's flat on that side?
I did, but I saved your webcam.
Oh, cool.
We'll start off with that. The JT show moves around. We're about to move around the PC, so it's going to make it easier. Oh, yeah, wow, we're drinking. We are drinking today. And I was shifting everything back over to my gaming side, and the tripod just started leaning over with the camera. And with that, I was trying to just have the tripod hit my wrist, but the mic stand swung and pinched my finger. So my hand opened up, the mic dropped, and then I just caught the camera. So it saved the camera from dropping off the table and hitting the ground, but I didn't mean to throw that fucking mic, but
Gotcha.
I threw it. And
I think we switched tripods too. Was you the ones that twisted into place?
I think one of those are mine, and this one had cardboard on it, which I never did. So this one might be yours.
Yeah. I mean, either way, the one that I have works perfect for me. It gets just high enough to where I don't really need it, but I think this one might work better anyways. It's got a wider base for the pod. So.
Yeah. And then soon when we rearrange the tower, that's when tonight I'm going to order some stuff on Prime Day. Like a couple more webcams.
Sweet.
And then a wireless. So right now they have third screens on sale to where I can plug it into the PC and we could have a screen like right here.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And that way we could read.
Oh, like a wireless?
No, it'd be wired.
Oh, okay.
But it's a portable screen. So if you had your PlayStation or Xbox with you, you can plug that in on trips, and then it's just like a
nice
27-inch screen on top of it.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
They're real cheap, but that's an alternative so we can read.
Yeah, I'm doing an order on the 1st for all my decorations for behind me.
Yeah.
Because I got like 4 or 5 of them picked out on Amazon. One of them is like a cool oil painting. And then I got a flag and a couple other things.
I want to put a couple shelves. So
I may or may not, when I go back home to California, I might send you a box of decorations that I didn't take out of my room when I was in California. Mm-hmm. And I know I have a California flag there, but it's not a nice one. Like I want to get like a fucking the stitched one.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. And
that's some handmade quality shit.
The other thing I got that's kind of cool, it's that, remember that that oil painting I had in New Mexico of the naked bitch? Like the silhouette, she's turned around looking over like that, but it's different color stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that up behind me somewhere as well. And then I also have Shindit that I want to put up for the pod. If you're alright with it.
Yeah, I have a sign that we could also put up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought Shindit would be cool.
My sign's huge though.
Oh, this one's
Yeah, this one's about the same.
Yeah. It's the big Shindit sign. It's from Shindit Matterhall.
We should try to maybe even put up a 4x4, and then
and cross them.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
And then that way we could just have it leaning.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, right in the middle would be perfect too.
Yeah,
it's where our paths intersect.
Yeah, yeah. My dad's where did you get that? And I was like, the house I lived in the summer, it was there. And I said, who wants this? And there's nobody. And I was like, cool.
Yeah. I got it from a friend.
Today's July 19th.
It is July 19th.
If we would have did a pod tomorrow, who knows? I mean, I only have one dude that stuck out, but who'd you pick?
Johnny motherfucking Bones.
Oh, it's a great one.
Yeah, John Bones Jones, arguably the greatest fighter to ever live.
Yeah.
I don't think there might not be another person in human history that could beat him in a 1v1 cage match with no weapons. He just might be that fucking guy. He's got the fucking 80-inch wingspan. He's fucking 6'7".
Elbow's like a monster.
Huh?
Just elbowing people
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine? Who's going to go up against him? Especially no weapons. Obviously, he's going to lose to a samurai because I don't know if he's trained with, weapons like that. But, just hand-to-hand combat, no weapons, locked in a room.
Right.
My money's on John Jones every fucking time. I don't know if there's anyone that could beat his ass like that.
You think somewhere in the world there's underground samurai fights?
Oh yeah, those dude. I'm telling you right now, like we got like poor people in Southern California doing chicken fights still, and dog fights. I guarantee, and that's like the lowest end of it. So like, imagine what those multi-billionaires Middle East are having done in their fucking mansions. They probably got a little fight pit for fucking people.
They're probably like a Mortal Kombat.
Little gladiator fights, dude. I guarantee you, there's some shit like that.
They got Mortal Kombat.
Guarantee you. And I guarantee you, John Jones probably seen some shit. 'Cause he's been invited to the Middle East, like to go to like parties and shit. Like they pay him like 10 million just to show up to a party.
I saw like I still don't know who the billionaire is, but these billionaires invited. Because the only reason I clicked on it because I had to see John Cena. I couldn't find the picture of him when I clicked on it.
Yeah.
But they said, John Cena and more, and I was like, holy shit, dude! John Cena went to this billionaire wedding. Didn't do any research on the billionaire after I read their name because I go, they're just really rich off of something, and I don't care. I don't care right now. But like one of the rich old dudes from Shark Tank, he's the one with the
Not
bald,
Cuban, but the other one.
the one with the bald head.
Oh, the white guy with the fucking
Real
he had
estate
like hair
guy.
down here.
Yeah. He was invited, like a bunch of celebrities, and I was just like, dude, and like they rented like, I think that one it was either the one of the two where they rented the pyramids.
Oh,
So, yeah,
that's some extra fuck you money.
crazy.
That's like quadruple fuck you money.
Yeah,
I
dude.
did see along the same lines. I saw Justin Bieber just recently went to a Middle Eastern wedding.
People love
We
him.
paid him like 20 mil to
Yeah.
show up,
Yeah, of course.
and he showed up wearing like his garb
Justin
that he
Bieber,
normally
yeah.
wears.
Mhm.
But he was just talking with people, bullshitting, and then he took off his fucking jacket and he was just wearing like a white beater and baggy ass fucking
Shorts,
jeans or whatever
like
the
that,
fuck
yeah.
they were. Yeah, whatever the fuck they were. But
Yeah.
just dressed like Justin Bieber. Just
Yeah.
being a fucking dude out there getting paid 20 mil to show up to a wedding.
They probably said dress as Justin Bieber.
It makes so much sense that he sold his like art, like his songs. He sold his songs to like some
Catalog.
company. Yeah, he
Yeah.
sold his catalog up until like right whenever he sold it for like 270 or something like that. Makes total sense. Like I thought about it at first and I was like, what an idiot, because like the smartest guy was what's his name? Michael Jackson. Just bought everybody's art. Everybody's. He owned the birthday song for a little bit. I don't know if he still does, but
Yeah.
he owns like all the Beatles. He owns a bunch of like AC/DC, Metallica. There was one of them that I thought was crazy that he bought. I don't know who it was. I heard it on a podcast, and Michael was talking to someone, and that dude basically just like told him to pipe down or something like that. Told him just like, like fuck you, shut up. And so Michael just like brushed it off the other cheek, and then the next day his assistant was like, "Hey, are you all right with that guy? Should I like call his people and see if he can apologize?" He goes, "Oh no, it's fine. I already bought his whole catalog." It was like some other artist, and he just like the guy like out of spite, he just paid like 70 mil for his catalog. I was like, yeah, fuck that guy. He'll never make another dime off of his music ever again.
Hilarious.
That's like the biggest fuck you. He didn't want an apology or nothing. He goes, "Oh no, we're good."
Yeah.
I just took his revenue stream forever. That's the equivalent to like Ninja saying he's going to buy the bank that owns the kid's house, evict them.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember who the fuck that was.
My birthday was Benjamin Cumberbatch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's 48.
Damn.
Cumberbatch?
Cumberbatch?
I don't know. You're British. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah. Good actor.
Yeah.
Is it what, Sherlock Holmes,
Doctor
Doctor Strange? What else has he done that's great?
That's hard to say. 'Cause
Those are the two main things.
Is
Yeah,
it-
I'd have to Google what he's been in.
I mean, the things he's been in, like some of his, like, look at some of his other movies.
I'll look up a couple of them.
I don't know if you see my phone over there. See my It's might be gone forever. And now it's in my pocket. Let me think of one more. I know he did a silly kids movie recently too. Oh yeah, he's in that Eric show. Where
No idea.
The puppet show on Netflix.
Oh, really?
He's the dad of the kid who goes missing, of that show where like the giant puppet follows them around
Okay.
town.
Yeah, Eric, Doctor Strange, Sherlock. Oh, he was the Grinch in the 2018
The
adaptation.
Grinch, yeah. With Tyler, the creator, doing the soundtrack.
Apparently he was in The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. Don't know what he did there.
That's kind of cool because his Watson was in the Desolation of Smaug.
He was in Spider-Man No Way Home, duh.
Yep.
He was in Star Trek Into the Darkness, the 2013 movie.
Yep.
He did a voice of someone in the Penguins movie, Penguins of Madagascar.
Hilarious.
He was in 12 Years a Slave.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Zoolander 2. That's really cool.
Hilarious.
And yeah, I think the biggest thing he did was fucking Marvel. Oh, he was in both the Hobbit movies. I wonder who the fuck he played in the Hobbit.
Man, that's drawing a blank to me too. Why could be one of the river folk?
If I had to guess, I'd say he plays an elf.
He might even play like,
Because he's got like elf features, like the slender face, you know?
yeah, maybe. He's probably a spiteful motherfucker.
I could see that.
It's a goblin. It's a stormtrooper. Just like Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper. He's just orc number 7.
Holy shit.
What's up?
He plays Smaug.
That's right.
He's the voice of Smaug.
That's cool.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's
I was like, why can't I figure out, like, every time I look up, like, who is he in The Hobbit, it just
Now I'm
pulls up,
gonna go
it
back
pulls up
and-
the main picture of the dragon, like, looking over him. I'm like, that doesn't tell me who he plays. He
I
doesn't
have-
play The Hobbit.
That means I have to go back and watch that conversation because those two.
Benedict Cumberbatch plays Smaug. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny that those two acted together again.
That's cool.
Yeah. And they're both in Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, what a duo.
Wow, he's had a pretty good. I wonder what his net worth is. I'm going to find out what his net worth is. His fake net worth on the internet.
His internet net worth?
Yeah.
His internet worth?
Internet worth. I like that.
Thor's not really vibing the conversation.
As of April 2024, he has an estimated net worth of $40 million. That seems pretty low.
Yeah.
Seems pretty low. But, I mean, I guess he wasn't really one of the main characters. He's probably going to get a big payday for whatever the next Doctor Strange thing is, because that's normally how it works. Because even
You got it. You had to get it.
Hemsworth,
That's perfect.
even Hemsworth got he only made like $2 million on the first Thor movie, and then
Yeah.
the second one he made like 4, and the third one he made like 15.
Well, yeah, after he became one of the fan favorites.
Yeah, exactly. When was he not going to be a fan favorite, bro? It's Chris Hemsworth.
Because
All the Hemsworth are fucking gorgeous.
Because during the first
The
two
gorgeous
movies, they were
Australians
like,
or whatever the
well,
fuck
it's
they are.
Thor, but those movies were okay.
Yeah.
And then Thor 3 was like, holy fucking shit, dude. Like, this man broke out of a shell and he's hilarious. And it's hard, too, because, like, I did finish The Flash.
What'd you think?
I did like it.
Okay.
I liked how he was like, nah, dude, these are just shits that happen. And then, you know, hey, if you haven't seen the ending, here it is. And Obsessed with Barry, you know, from the future, he's like, I've almost figured it out. I was like, that's crazy. He spent eternity because he can, like, doing
He
that
had the
shit.
time, but it was rotting him away.
Yeah, but, like, Michael
Keaton.
Keaton played fantastic.
Dude, wasn't it so cool seeing him in the Batman uni again?
Some of my favorite shit in the movie was him, like, doing, like, the fucking... Yeah.
Like you pulled a nerve in your neck, so you turned to go see what's on the other.
Yeah, dude, it was wicked. So
Yeah.
I did like the movie, but even their humor compared to like Marvel humor for those upcoming movies,
Yeah.
like nothing will touch that.
No, Marvel shits on DC as far as movies are concerned. DC shits on Marvel as far as TV shows are concerned.
Yeah,
Because the Marvel TV shows are just ass. The only reason they get any views at all is because it's on Disney.
yeah.
That's the only reason. And kids love
But
fucking
except
She-Hulk.
disregarding X-Men '97,
That's different.
that's different.
That's like revamping some old
That's-
shit
that's-
because it's the old art style,
Yeah,
which is fucking cool. It's like
a
watching
ni-
it's
it's
like
like
watching a comic book.
Yeah, it's like watching X-Men '97, but like it's not fuzzy at all.
Yeah, it's
Everything
clear.
in-
All that you don't see the pixelated lines. It's
Yeah.
not a bunch of squares.
You're not watching it on a shitty wooden TV that sits on your floor.
Yeah, yeah. The boob tube, the big old when plasma screens came out, dude, and they were fucking 8,000 pounds.
When I got my parents' old TV, it had buttons on the front,
Mhm.
and it was wooden. and it was fucking 32 inches, and it was great.
The TV I grew up playing N64 on was one of those like 32-inch box wood TVs, and it had a fucking dial for the volume. So when I was like playing a game and I had it on too loud, my dad would walk up and just go, bah, turn it all the way down.
When my dad got because we had a 170 pound, it was so heavy. It was like, had handles in the back. I think it was like 170 pounds, so that sounds ridiculous, but it might have been. But it was a 44-inch flat screen TV, and he's like, well, I got like first time like skinny TVs came out.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, we got one of those, so we got like a whole new entertainment center, and he's like, I'm gonna get rid of this TV. I was like, no, I'll put it in my room. So I was gaming on this sick ass 44-inch flat screen TV, and then my parents bought me a 19-inch Insignia, and they're like, sorry, it was a little small, but it was the dopest the game.
Perfect. Yeah.
And people were like, how do you see it? I was like, I only have 19 inches to look at, man. My face is right fucking here, dude. And so I grew up on a 19-inch because I didn't really. I gamed on the family TVs because really I didn't online game unless I was over at somebody else's house.
Yeah.
So, and they all had flat screen.
Yeah, that was our family TV too. It was out in the living room. And that was actually my earliest memory where I can like remember everything from. I was sitting there watching TV. It was like Power Rangers or something, and my mom came in. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Watching TV." She's like, "It's your 4th birthday. We have a fucking petting zoo outside." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And I just went outside, and there was like goats and an iguana. And
It was like normal day.
yeah, no, I hopped right into it. Like I went from like nothingness into like I just finally like realized I was a person. That's my 4th birthday. I have like little tiny vivid memories, like in little like circles before that, but
Right.
like nothing concrete that I can be like, oh, this is definitely what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad thinks that he could remember conversations that he had with his grandma when he was like 6 months old, and I was like, fuck you, dude, no way.
Like my mom used to be like, remember your great grandma bouncing you on her knee? And I was like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
I was 2.
And that's why I'm a huge advocate for like families not to go to Disney multiple fucking times before your kid's like 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna remember it.
Yeah, you gotta go when they're 8.
Like you can go when they're little and take the initial pictures of like the infant and like Mickey holding the infant. Like that's cool. Don't go every fucking weekend. The
Yeah.
infant. They're not gonna remember that shit.
No.
Unless you're like a couple of Disney adults and you're doing it more for you than the kid.
Yeah.
Then that's fine.
I mean, like, as much as Disney adults get harped on, I do need to go to Star Wars World.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like that's a necessity. That's like our mecca.
So Vinny or Eli.
You can spend up to $4,000 making a lightsaber.
At the shop. All right.
Like that's like the max out, and that's it comes with. So Nick told me he went and he because he was asking me like the day before. He's like, man, I need help. I don't know what lightsaber to build. I was thinking about doing like Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber or like Anakin's first lightsaber, and I was like, dude, don't do that. You can make your own lightsaber. That's the whole point. You're the fucking Jedi.
Right.
Make your own shit. And he's like, man, I don't know. And I was like, oh, Force is weak with this one.
Even though I'd be 10 years older, 7 years older, we could wait till Eli turns 10 and then be like, hey, Disney World, Eli, we're going to go Star Wars World. And
I'm down. I'm down to do it eventually before it closes down at least.
Yeah.
Because so anyways, he did the $400 package.
Mhm.
And the $400 package came with like the full experience. You go into the thing, you pick what crystal you want, and then like depending on what crystal you get, if you pick red, there's like a fucking 1% chance you get dark crystal.
ooh,
Like a 1% chance.
Yeah.
And there's been one dude, the first guy that got it, some guy offered him like 50,000 for it.
that's crazy.
And he was like, no. But he was like freaking out because he didn't build a lightsaber with it. He just bought the thing. They come in like those little, they look like the old film canisters, the pop top.
Like the tubes.
Yeah, and he popped the top off, dumped it out, and then opened it up. And he was like, oh, sick, I got a red one. And then he held it up to the thing, and it wasn't red, it was like gray. When he held it up to the light, he goes, oh!
That's
And
cool.
his buddies are freaking out and shit. But
I would
yeah,
love
so
it.
the $400 one comes with the whole experience. You make the fucking saber. You pick all your little pieces to go in it, and then he's like, all right, now turn them on, and then everyone turns them on at the same time. They also give you a like a carrying case for it, and then they give you a wall mount thing for it for $400.
That's cool.
So you get like the wall mount and everything you need to put it up, other than the screws. I think he had to go buy screws, but yeah, and the wall mount's like that, so it's like a like a sword mount,
That's sick.
but that's not bad for $400.
No.
I mean, And then he told me, he's like, you can spend, and then like I guess the double lightsabers are more expensive. It's like almost twice the fucking price. It's like $600 or $700 or something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna build a double.
No.
Fuck that. But yeah, then the $2,000 one came with a bunch of extra shit. There was like some weird certificate it came with. It came with like a metal fucking case that you keep it in and you open it up and it's got like all the cool little buttons in the case that don't do anything. It's just for looks, but it'd be a cool little display case, I guess, if you had, you know, a bunch of extra fucking hundies to wipe your ass with.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I'd be super down to plan a Disney trip at some point.
Yeah, just to go to Star Wars World.
Yeah, Star Wars World, check out the fucking Marvel rides and all that cool shit. That'd be a good time. The one thing I did have to talk about for golf, Charlie Woods is playing in the U.S. Junior Amateur that is being held in Bloomfield.
And Tiger Woods is going to be there.
Tiger Woods is going to be there.
Yeah, I told me this today at the golf course.
It's on Monday.
Yeah.
And it's free to go watch.
Are you going?
I might.
Just to see Tiger?
There's a slight chance I might go watch.
That's cool.
And I'm going to bring a fucking pen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bring something for him to sign.
That's
and
cool.
I think it'd be funny if he signed the head of the Nike Sasquatch. Like, it'd be something just random to have his signature on. But if I did that, I would have to cut the fucking head of it off because they're not going to let me walk around with a fucking golf club over my shoulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that'd be cool because it is free to go see, and I looked it up, and it's like an hour or 30 from my house, probably closer to an hour 10 from your house.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, my dad told me that. Tiger Woods also did not qualify for the Open.
Oh, really?
He missed the cut.
Wow.
Yep. And so I believe there's an announcement today where he's pulling out of every non-major, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was before, wasn't
it? Something more direct. Let me see if I can pull it up off the notifications. But yeah, Tiger Woods. Here, Tiger Woods to miss cut. Nope, nothing else about it. But yeah, he did miss the cut today at the Open.
Yeah, that sucks. The other golf thing I have.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsored golf scramble tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Once again.
-7.
-7's your goal. So we finished last time at -2.
Mm-hmm.
We were -4 going into the last 3 holes. We lost a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put my line at -5. And if I had to put a line on us finishing at whatever level, I think I would put the line at 4.5, like -4.5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking the under, whatever you want to call it. I think we're going to go under that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's out in Bloomfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bloomfield, Michigan. Duke's Wells, definitely a sponsor. We're collecting our dues for the year for advertising all year.
Yep.
And we get a meal, round of golf, and the opportunity to beat a bunch of old motherfuckers.
Yep.
Even though they cheat.
Even though they cheat.
Yeah, last year we turned in, or I guess this year we turned in a -2.
Mm-hmm.
And the winning team, or one of the winning teams, they post like a -17.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus fucking
You got a
Christ,
birdie
bro.
every hole, dude. Bullshit.
All but one.
Yeah. Or a
Like,
couple eagles and a bogey here and there.
I don't know. I don't get it because we play that video game, dude. You play that video game.
I showed my dad that video game.
Did he like
He
it?
goes, "Oh, this is pretty relaxing." And I was like, "Yeah, it's not relaxing."
Now when you're playing your boy and he's beating you by 10 strokes, 10 in.
I said, I was like, "Not when there's $1 on the line." And then he just laughed. He's like, "You bet $1?" I was like, "Yeah, well, like this game's for $1. That's how you know it's a serious
That's
game."
the bet. That's the gentleman's bet. You know where that comes from?
No.
You know the movie, Eddie Murphy movie, Switching Places?
Yes.
So that was the 2 old guys that put the whole thing together. That was their bet. But they didn't release that information until the end of the movie. Because the one guy bet that I can get a homeless guy off the street to do this job, probably better.
Yeah.
Nailed it. And then at the end of the movie, he's like, well, guess you're right. Let's settle the bet. It was the usual, right? He goes, yep. And he pulls out a crisp $1 bill and hands it to him. So they just ruined this fucking guy's life for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the joke comes from. So any bet that me and my dad do, the usual? The dollar.
Yeah.
Every time. It's always a dollar.
That's funny.
With everything. It could be a fucking
Hats off
it
to
could be a
anybody.
fucking sprint. It could be a video game. It could be a fucking anything. It's a dollar.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the origins of the dollar.
$1.
$1 bet, dude.
Oh,
not switching places, trading places. That was the name.
as you might have seen in the opening clip, if you made it this far, NCAA 25.
NCAA 25 is fucking out. I love the fucking game. I don't see much wrong with it. And the things I do see wrong with it are little tiny things that do not hinder my ability to enjoy the game.
I'll give you some of my I wish for improvements. I wish they would let you manage the game clock more in
Road to Glory.
Road to Glory. I know you can turn on accelerated clock mode, but that eats away time.
It eats away time the entire game.
Yes.
So you end up snapping the ball always with less than 10 seconds left on your play clock.
Yeah.
So if you pick your play and get up to the line, there's like 7 seconds for you to look at the defense.
Yeah.
And do hot routes.
It's crazy.
I agree with that. I also think that there should be at some point the ability to call a fucking audible
Yeah.
as a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Like I understand not having the ability for your first couple starts, but like
Maybe less play changes and then you add a audible section.
I miss the old coach trust system.
Yeah.
So the new system is because I have it maxed out. It's like 30 grand or 3,200 or 32,000, whatever the fuck it is. You get it maxed out. You get 30 plays changes, but your changes are just like opening up the playbook to the plays right next to it.
Yeah.
So like, if it's like 3rd and 16, and you're back in your own fucking,
You should be able to
50,
audible those two other plays.
you should be able to not just audible, but you should have the ability to look at the playbook and just pick the fucking play.
Yeah.
Like if I'm a 3-year starting senior, I've won you 2 natties and a couple Heismans. I should be able to pick my fucking plays.
Yeah.
Like I'm the best player in the country.
Yeah.
You're telling me I can only get these 3 plays, coach? This is all you're fucking giving me, and then when I get up to the line, I can't call an audible if I see a blitz. You only called run plays, and I see them coming down with fucking 7. I can't call a fucking audible?
Right.
That's insane.
See, as a Michigan player, my coach wants to just keep running it, and I'm not mad because it's literally Michigan
He's
football.
treating you like JJ.
But the last game I had to use almost 20 play changes because it'd be like 1st and 10, run play, doesn't get anything. 2nd and 8, run play. 3rd and 8, and I'm like, pass. I get 20 yards. 1st and 10. Let's run it. I'm like, run it. I just got you 30.
Yeah.
Let me sling the rock.
So my workaround of that is if you run a hurry up offense, it'll let you call an audible.
That's cool.
So like there's multiple ways to do it too in this one. It's kind of crazy. So if you hold A, it's just like it used to be and you spike the ball. You hold Y, it's everyone gets back to the line and you get a play, and then if you go left or right with your D-pad, you can change the fucking formation.
That's cool.
And I think there's a way to customize that. Don't know where. Don't know if you can customize it in Road to Glory. But you can go left to right, change the formation, and pick a pass play. So if it's like late in the 4th and they still have you in and you want to run up the fucking score, run your fucking 1-run play and
Hurry up offense.
press hold Y. There's also another one you can hold X. It's called Turbo, and they really hurry up to the line. But you only get to pick between like 1 passing play, and then the rest of them are like spike, kneel, whatever. Like they're just like the clock management plays for the turbo because you're just sprinting. Everyone's using their energy to get to the line.
Yeah.
So if you hold X, that's what that is.
It's just the end of the games need to change because you don't need to be in as a starting quarterback.
No, and I think if there's less than 2 minutes left in the 4th and you're up by fucking 30, they should either pull you out or give you the option to kneel the fucking ball.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying too for the clock management.
And I think there might be a way to do it through that workaround for the audibles. But I still think the biggest fucking thing for Road to Glory is not being like I wouldn't even mind the coach trust system as it is right now, like in the play changes, if I could call fucking audibles.
Right. I think.
You tell me college quarterbacks don't call audibles?
Exactly. They probably get chewed out if they do more than the NFL when they don't.
Yeah, but if you're the head coach, of fucking
no, they definitely call audibles.
any fucking program, and last year your quarterback wins you a natty and wins the Heisman, And this year, you give him 3 plays. You're like, hey, I trust you. Here's these 3 plays I want to run. And he gets to the line. You don't trust him to be able to see the blitz and audible out of that fucking shitty play that you called because they're rushing 7.
Especially when you have like an RPO offense.
Yeah, we need audibles. Don't need them. It doesn't make it unplayable. Like I said, like I'm still very much enjoying the game.
Yeah.
But it would make it a lot more fun and realistic. Like I get not being able to do it as a freshman with no coach trust, but after I've maxed it out and I haven't won a natty yet, unfortunately, but I've won 2 Heismans. So like, your Heisman winning quarterback as a junior won't let him call an audible.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah, you get robbed as a running back too because you don't call the offensive plays. And I saw a dude on TikTok ran a 40-yard like run. He's like, I'm unstoppable. Goes up 26. It's 26-20. So he scored 7 points. 6 points, and then they kicked the extra point. So they're up 6. It's the third quarter. He doesn't see the field for the rest of the game, and he's not even hurt. And they lose the game 28-26. And he was just like, "What was that?" And I was like, "You should be able to still pick the plays, and you can't just pick all run plays because your character's going to get worn down and injured. So you are going to have to pick passing plays. But I think if you do play receiver or running back, you should still have the option of choosing what plays you pick, and don't get the like 10 points like QBs get for trust or whatever, but maybe get like 2 because you're the receiver or." Because you can't pick the plays as a receiver or running back.
Yeah, I get that. I think so. I don't think a receiver or a running back should be able to audible.
No,
but I do think because, like, say you're Marvin Harrison Jr. at Ohio State,
do this, and he's like, "Oh, screw
and the game's on the fucking line. There's 30 seconds left, and it's 3rd down." And Marvin Harrison Jr. is like, "Hey, man, I can beat him on this slant route if you put this guy over here." So they should give you the ability at some point as like the other skill positions to call some plays. Maybe that's your coach trust as a wide receiver. Like instead of having like 30 play changes or whatever, they can give you the option of
when
like
they pass, what do you want your pass routes to be?
Yeah, or like pick your route or pick the passing play, or if you don't think you should pass, like be like, hey, this cornerback's eating me fucking up.
Or you want to be deep threat, you want to be close threat, you want to be the dump.
Yeah, like you should be able to pick your route. Or like hot route yourself. That would change everything.
You want to slot?
If you could hot route yourself, even as a running back, and even like hot route into like maybe not even hot route, maybe just give you like an option to, you get like maybe the max out. It's like you get 10 plays, but you get the full playbook to look at.
Right.
So you get 10 plays that you get to pick, and on those 10 plays, if you perform well, you get like double the coach trust or something. But if you do bad, you get double the minus.
Like
so
if you drop those passes.
So if you fumble and a normal fumble's minus 50 coach trust, it's now minus 100 because you called that fucking play and that's your fault completely.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. We haven't gotten super deep into Dynasty.
No, we're going to do that tonight.
We are going to do that tonight. They just released Team Builder yesterday, and I haven't really looked at it much. You looked at it, you said it's a pretty dope fucking website.
Yeah, you can pick a stadium already, and you can just blanket your colors over it. You can customize so much. We'll each have.
I did see you get like 3 different logos that you can fuck with.
Yeah, you get a main, a secondary, and an alternative. Yeah, I had to look at that word.
Yeah,
I had to control.
It's the 3 for secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to type it in the old Google.
Yeah, it's a real big word for third.
Not a big word, but a word that
it's a decent sized word.
I don't see it very often.
No.
And I just started reading books again, so I'm gonna be looking for that word.
Nice.
But if you're about to use the website, you the fans, you're gonna want to find JPEG files with transparent backgrounds, because if you upload a stock image with a white background, it's just going to be a square white background on your helmet with the logo. So you got to find the logo with
just the logo, no background.
When you find the image file, it looks like a checkerboard.
Yeah,
and those are the ones. I had to find a different main image for the flying squirrels, but AI generator, I was making squirrels on that.
Oh, that's funny.
It was pretty funny. But my team's gonna.
You should have done like Magic the Gathering fighting squirrel.
Oh,
type that into the AI generator. See what they come up with.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it was having a hard time with Squirrel Knights, and I was just like, really? Like, so I was like, Squirrel Shield.
I'll just do Magic the Gathering
Because,
fighting
like,
squirrel. Just
the-
type that in. They got to come up with something.
Yeah.
You'll get like a squirrel sorcerer or something fucking crazy.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
But the only problem, yeah. So you can get those images, and then you can customize your helmet. So I think I'm just gonna be like the Flying Squirrels, and it might be Southern Mississippi.
Okay.
But I gotta pick a conference to play in. Are you gonna do a big boy conference? Or are you gonna do a?
It depends on what you do.
Okay.
Because if you do the Big Ten, I'm going to do the SEC.
Yeah.
But if you do like the MAC, I might do something along those lines, like an independent or something. Independent sounds nice
Gross.
because I can schedule
Pac-12.
big games against whoever. Like I know it's not going to count against them in like the polls, but like after like let's say we're like 3 years down the road in our thing, and I've gone undefeated for 3 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it'll be easier for me to schedule like Bama week 2.
Who's the other? It's Oklahoma's conference. Is that the Big 12?
I have no idea. I'm not a college football guy.
Okay.
Not
yeah.
yet, at least. I will be by the end of this dynasty.
Yeah,
but-
they're part of the Big 12.
okay.
Texas left and joined the SEC.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't want to do the Big 10 is I have to be Michigan.
That schedule is going to be tough.
And I have to go on the road.
You got to
at
play
Penn State.
Oregon. You got to play Penn State. You
Dude.
got to play Ohio. You got to play USC. You got
I'm
to
in
play
my
U of M.
I'm in my senior season, and my stats are looking great thus far. But there's one team who has more total offense than my team right now, and it's Oregon. And they're ranked 11th, and I'm ranked 1, and they have 6 more yards of offense. But I have to check to see if they've had a bye week or not, because if not, then they can just frick right off.
Yeah.
Because I've had only 2 games in a bye week.
Every offense I've been a part of so far in my college football career has been in the top 5 for offensive yards.
This is my best squad my whole time. My running back, stiff arms, crazy. I have a star receiver and a star lineman. So not only am I getting more time in the pocket, I'm just slinging it to this star dude who's, I got to look at his rankings, but he is just catching everything, dude. Like, I threw
Nice.
a red throw to him, and I was like, ooh. And then
Came down with it.
he came back to it and caught it.
Nice.
And so, so I'm in my senior season right now, but we're gonna start Dynasty mode tonight. Stream is, JT of Jayville and
Yeah. Cut plays games.
Cut plays games on Twitch,
Yeah.
on Kick.
Just Twitch as of right now, and then the soon to be YouTube videos.
Yeah, so basically, if you guys want to see our Dynasty, we're going to be running multiple Dynasties. So I think with just me and Cut, we're going to do full custom creations.
Yeah, we're gonna. So, and this is something I was gonna ask you. We can talk about this in the pod right now. So when I was a child, and I was playing these games, and I made my own. I did the team builder thing. I made my own thing. I made them like the Dustin Warriors or something stupid because I was fucking 12.
Yeah.
So what I would do for all football games, I even do this as an adult in Madden, is I would make my team and I would create players and put them into that team. But I would always do like
Can
my
you do that in
buddies.
this game?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would always do my buddies. So like the most recent one I did, I made Munger the center.
Yeah.
I made a big old boy center. I made you as my tight end. I was a quarterback, obviously. I made Earl was one of my wide receivers. I did Carry On as my running back because I wanted like a little speedy guy that was like smaller, like a Barry Sanders build almost. So I was going to ask you for our new programs that we're coming into. Do you want to create one player that's going to be good? You make him like an 80 overall freshman. Or something.
How about we do a friend draft.
A friend draft for 3, and then it has to be their height and weight. I like that.
But here's the thing, you get to make one of them good, you get to make one of them mid,
So 1 5-star, 1 4-star, and 1 3-star.
And
And we go off the overalls that they have for Road to Glory.
Okay.
So the 5-star has to be maxed out at 79 overall.
And here's how we do the draft right now.
Are we gonna do it right this second? I'm okay with that.
So here's how we do the. Yeah. So nobody has research.
Yeah.
Now, these have to be friends in common.
Friends in common. We have to know that. Yeah.
Nick Minerath.
Yeah.
6'10" tight end.
You can't pick yourself. You're the coach.
You have to pick your 3-star first.
Okay.
Reverse snake draft.
Reverse snake draft. Okay.
So
Let's flip it. Let's roll to see who gets first.
yeah, is that yours?
This, yes.
Yeah. You forgot a good D20.
D20.
You forgot a nice.
This was the shitty one. This is the one I couldn't roll with. The red one was the good one.
No, I'm saying like it looks nice.
Oh, it's decent. I got.
We
it
played
for,
D&D.
$1.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. So what do you want? You want high or low?
Evens or odds?
Evens or odds? All right, you pick. We'll roll best out of 3.
Odds.
You want odds?
Odds.
All right, so you get odds for all 3.
Odds.
All right.
7.
All right, so 1-0 you. 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
18. Gang. So I get the first
You
pick,
get the first pick.
but it's a 3-star, right?
3-star.
So it goes 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. So you get
So
the last pick.
yes.
All right. All right, so I just get the 3.
You don't have to say last names unless I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. But yeah.
So I'll go 3, and then you go 3, 4, and then I'll go 4, 5, and then you get 5. Okay. I'm gonna go with for my 3-star. We don't have to give him a position right now, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
And they're all freshmen,
They're all freshmen. All freshmen.
or the 5 stars a sophomore.
All freshmen.
Okay.
All freshmen.
Okay.
I want Earl.
Damn, dude, I was gonna do that.
I knew you were going to too.
So
Earl's gonna be my 3-star.
Earl.
And I might make him a fucking middle linebacker or something. We'll see.
All right, dude. That was okay. So I gotta go Pepper.
Okay.
Right
Pepper's
off the
your
rip.
3.
Pepper's my 3. I'd give him more respect, but doesn't deserve it.
Mhm.
Man. So for my 2-star, no, I could. Based off their height and weight, if I made one of
Well, you're 4-star.
well, right, but I made Guck a 5'6" line.
You could go Guck. You could go Guck 4-star.
Oh man, dude, that's or I could just reverse him and yeah. I'm gonna have to go. Man. I mean, I don't want to pick. It's a wrong term. I don't want to pick bad friends. Like friends that I like. He's like, oh, we both know him, and he's 7 foot.
Yeah.
Man, who is one of our good friends who's kind of tall?
I know who my next 2 picks are, and if you take one of them, I'll be upset.
I'll tell you the position. I'm gonna make Frank Graybars,
Whoa! Way out of left field.
and I'm gonna make him my left tackle. So Frank,
It's a decent height. So what's he, like 6 foot, maybe?
I think he's 6'1",
Yeah,
And
sounds
then-
about right.
and then he's my weight
Okay.
or more. Like well, we don't have to get into it, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So for my 4-star.
How about just based off of height, and you can fuck with the weight?
Yeah. All right. So for my
So we'll go 6'1", Earl 6'3",
4-star,
Pepper 6'2",
I give him 6'1".
6'2".
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm torn right now. Does Travis count?
Yes,
My little brother counts.
100%. I forgot about Travi.
I did too until just now,
Yeah.
and he
Kinda
wasn't one of my 2 that I had.
Okay.
And I can get both of the 2 that I really fucking wanted, but it doesn't matter because I think Travi's taller anyways because he's 6'4".
I'll tell you, if you don't take Travi, my last pick is going to be Travi.
So I'm gonna take Travi.
You're
He's gonna be my 4-star,
Okay. Yeah. So Travi.
and my 5-star, my 5-star recruit.
Mhm.
It's gonna be Sam Hall.
I didn't want to. I mean, he's he's more your homie.
Well, he's our homie. We know him jointly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any ill will towards Sam, but
No, neither do I. He's also fucking 6'7".
But like,
He's gonna be my fucking quarterback.
But he did. I was like, "Hey man, you want to hang out?"
Either that or I might make Travie the quarterback and then make Sam
what's
Hall
Hall,
like the
4?
fucking
6'4"?
Hall.
Yeah.
6'7".
Nah.
Swear to God. I'm
Right.
gonna call him right now.
You don't have to call him.
I'll call him.
Just shoot him a text.
No, I'm gonna call him. He's like,
Yes.
hey, I'm in an argument right now. Taylor thinks you're 5'11".
No. I say, hey man, that's all.
Everybody loves some dead air.
I mean, Dead Air's good. Also, not in NCAA 25. There's no mascot mode,
There isn't a mascot mode.
and I'm not super upset about it. But I was gonna play
If we have
one.
to cut his shit, we'll cut it.
Yeah.
6'7". Might not answer. Could be working. Yo, what you doing? Oh, word. So I'm having a little discussion. We're doing a friend draft because we're gonna create some teams on college football. And luckily enough, you were my main draft pick because of your height, and I'm having an argument about your height. So how tall are you?
Let's take our next measure. We don't argue.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Measure up.
Pretty sure like 6'6", 6'5", somewhere in there.
Okay.
I'll give him 6'5".
Find out. Get measured right now.
All right, let's hear it. 5'1", my ass.
I'd say 6'6".
6'6".
6'6", 6'7" with boots on. So
6'7" with boots on. All right, we'll give you 6'6".
yeah, 6'6".
All right, you're gonna be my starting tight end. You're a 5-star recruit, so you started 80 overall. I'm gonna give you the greatest college football career you've ever seen.
Sound like a video game or something?
Yeah. The NCAA just came out for the first time in like a fucking decade. Yeah. So I already logged like 20 hours on it. It's been out for like 3 days. Yeah, but
This last little bit of work, but I appreciate the phone call.
yeah, man. I'll give you a call in the next like week or so. We'll plan out that trip.
Hi Sam.
Oh, Taylor says hi.
Hi Hall.
Yeah, I'll come up and talk properly before the conference is over.
All right. I'll give you a call in a couple weeks.
Yeah, sounds
All right, love you. Bye.
good.
So Hall was great. He's 6'6". I'm gonna go with Duckett.
That was my other pick.
And
that was my other
Duckett's
pick.
what,
And
6'4"?
he's a solid 6'3", 6'4". I'll give you 6'4" for him.
All right. So I'm gonna make Pepper one of my linebackers.
Okay.
I'm gonna make maybe even a safety, but Pepper's gonna be playing defense. Frank most likely gonna make a left tackle, might make him an defensive end,
Okay.
and then for Duckett, he's either gonna be starting QB1 or he's gonna be wide receiver.
Okay. I think I'm gonna make. I think Travie's gonna be QB1. I think Earl's gonna be middle linebacker, maybe
You
safety.
got Earl and Travie, dude.
Yeah, I think Earl might be middle linebacker or safety, and I'm torn between making Hall just like the most ridiculous wide receiver the game's ever seen, or putting him at tight end. I think he suits well better at tight end, but I think I can utilize him more at wide receiver. We'll see. That'll be a game time decision. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna custom make our characters, or we're gonna make our team first, do team builder first,
Yeah, and then make 3 players.
and then make 3 players.
And
And,
then
you
you
can adjust the skill ratings all you fucking want, but they have to meet that minimum criteria being like the 5-star has to be 79 overall.
Yeah.
So you can make like if it's your quarterback and you don't give a shit about strength, you can make the strength a fucking 2
Yeah, and
if you really wanted, and make him just fast as shit. You can
Yeah.
give him 99 speed, 99 excel, as long as he doesn't go above that 89 or that 79.
Yeah.
So you can just custom create the stats, make them whatever you want. They're all going to be freshmen. And then as you progress, obviously they'll get better. And you can spend your fucking progression coins as you see fit. And then the rest of the guys will just be like random generated, I guess. I don't really know how else they do that.
Yeah, probably.
And then we'll be fucking, getting.
That first year, as soon as you load up the transfer portal, you're like, yes, 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 yes.
Should we make it to where there's got to be a reward for
Better record, better.
Yeah, better record, but there also has to be like. Should we just make it to where after each season we get one recruit that you custom make?
How about we just get like a little. Let's get a little trophy shelf for the.
Oh, like a rivalry game?
Well-
Like a rivalry game trophy?
Well, I mean, we'd have to play each other every season.
We could make that happen, though.
Or
We could just
whenever
always have an out-of-conference game against
whoever
each
has
other.
the better season, that's the side the cup
Oh,
will go on.
which is we'll do one little shelf on one side or the other.
Yeah, it's like it'll say winning shelf, but it won't have a trophy because
yeah.
you have the trophy because you had it better last season, and that if people watch the pod and be like, oh shit, Cut must have just finished up another dynasty,
Yeah, I like that.
something like that.
I like that. And then the rest of the guys we won't do any more created players in our league. But I like that we just fucking did that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, or
That's gonna be
like
fun.
maybe like after 4 seasons, once all those players graduate,
We do another like a redraft, and those
Nope.
guys are out.
those guys are out.
Yeah, another redraft.
Yeah,
We took the cream of the crop already.
yeah. Or we'll not even do. We might even do a friend draft. Like, hey, celebrities.
Oh, the next one should be celebrity.
Yeah, but it
The next one will
can't
be celebrity.
be Shaq. He's an athlete.
So we can do an athlete one.
Yeah,
We can do an athlete one.
a non-football.
A non-football athlete. Yes.
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 Shaq.
And by non-football we mean non-NFL athlete.
Yes.
So like Allen Iverson would be available,
Yes.
but he still has to fall under that criteria of the 4-star. So you can give him whatever stats you want. It just has to be 79.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. It's gonna be fun.
What are you doing, lady?
And we'll set that up tonight. We'll do the fucking team builder tonight at least. At the minimum, we'll do team builder. Maybe at the most, we'll get our created players in there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. We got
It's gonna be fun.
golf. We got NCAA Dynasty mode.
Yeah, NCAA Dynasty mode tonight. Big golf day tomorrow.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
You
Oh,
see how much money college football made first day?
No, my dad asked that.
They had 70,000 or 750,000 people day one.
That's crazy.
And those were just the guys that were online.
That's crazy.
So if you don't count the guys like us that were offline playing Word to Glory, they made $70 million day one.
That's like a movie.
Day one.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It was the most played thing on Xbox and PlayStation. I don't know about PC, but
Right.
you're over there getting manhandled.
I
Is
know.
this the thumbnail
Okay,
for
get
the?
him
This is the thumbnail for the.
I can still make the thumbnail. Yes, I can.
Last time we did that, we were both looking at the wrong camera. That's really funny.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice one.
little sad news. Rest in peace, Bob Newhart,
Wow.
the guy that played Buddy the Elf's father.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's been in, but rest in peace, guy. Also, I wanted to give a shout out
Wait,
to
wasn't his name's James Caan?
Bob Newhart,
Elf's dad. Elf's father.
not his adopted father,
Oh.
the elf father.
Elf
Yes,
father.
the elf father.
Okay. Yeah, now that makes so much more sense.
The elf father. Sorry. I did want to give a shout out and a little drink to my grandpa. He passed about a week and a half ago, last week somewhere. Lived to be 92. George Barnes, hell of a guy. So, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking WNBA signed a new TV deal. Did you see that?
No.
It was a $2.2 billion TV deal.
Wow.
I don't know how. I could probably do the math on how long the contract is, but it's basically it increased their yearly by 140 million.
Wow.
So they had like it was like 60 million a year is what they were getting for TV deals, even though they were losing a bunch of money. So this year, or not this year, but next year when it goes into effect, might be the first year that the WNBA is profitable.
Wow.
Which I think has everything to do with the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese bullshit that's going on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all eyes are on Caitlin, some eyes are on Angel.
Well, I mean, it's just the fact that sometimes when Caitlin shows up to an area and there's an open arena and they've already sold out and they open
So
up.
all of her home games have been sold out.
Yeah, but she'll have like, you know, like a 26,000, you know, whatever arena, and
Yeah.
tickets will be sold out. And they'll be like, oh shit, this NBA court's opened up. Now there's 56,000 fans I can fit. And then they sold out in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So she's literally changing the venues of these basketball courts because she can sell out. greater
She's selling
venues.
out arenas, yeah, which is almost worth more than
And-
anything.
And
in
it's just
the
because
sports
she
world.
can fucking ball, dude.
Imagine if if like the Jets drafted a guy that was just like, I guess she's a point guard, so I guess a quarterback. They draft a quarterback that is like the likes of like what Trevor Lawrence was, what Andrew Luck was, what John Elway was coming out of college.
No, I mean,
And he
basically,
instantly sold out crowds. Instantly sold out crowds.
it's that Kobe mantra that she carries because she doesn't talk shit to the media. She just talks about the game. She's like not like look at me on social media. I'm here to play
the
basketball.
quiet professional.
The quiet. She's a very
Yeah.
quiet. So basically, if you hired somebody in college, like let's say this quarterback that played 4 years at Iowa as a quarterback, and he balled out, but he never really celebrated. Like he threw a touchdown and all. Like this is the most you get.
There's, I think, if from like a statistical standpoint, that all of the greats that have ever played were fairly humble.
Yeah.
The majority of them.
Yeah.
Like Peyton Manning was a humble guy. Tom Brady was a humble guy. Barry Sanders was a humble guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aaron Rodgers is a humble guy to an extent on the field. Like he does a little bit of showboating, but so does Tom Brady. He's got the let's fucking go, the fucking spikes, he's got all that shit. But then you got like the greats that are huge showboaters. Like you got the TOs, and you got the other wide receiver that was real big, Ocho Cinco. Randy Moss was a big showboater.
Yeah.
Like you get all those guys are greats too, but I feel like the majority of them, especially for basketball. Can you name a huge showboater superstar other than like maybe AI? But I feel like AI is just because his moves were flashy. I don't think he was really.
Yeah.
Like there's that one clip of him stepping over Ty Lue.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's. I get what you're saying. I just don't have anybody that off the top of my head.
Not for basketball, at least, right?
Right.
Like there's not like the dude that was like super flashy on social media, doing a bunch of crazy shit, and was also the best player in the league.
Yeah, I mean,
Like even before that, like I guess you could put
the ball
Bird.
brothers.
You could put Bird on the level of showboating because he talked a lot of shit during the games.
Yeah.
He's the big shit talker throughout the whole game. Like, oh, I'm gonna play with my left hand this game, like one of those guys. Because like I feel like if Bird was on social media and he went off and dropped fucking 40 on the Bulls playing left-handed, that would be the biggest fucking thing on the internet.
Right.
Like, dude played with his left hand the entire fucking game.
Yeah, just to spite us.
Yeah, and then like, because like back then, I guess it was easier to hide the showboating because you didn't really hear what was happening on the court. Because like you hear a lot of stories about not Wilt Chamberlain, but the other guy, Abdul-Jabbar. I guess he was a dickhead on the court.
Yeah.
He would like spit on people. So like, oh, how's the weather up there? And he'd spit on him. He'd be like, it was a little wet.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, so I mean, like those guys fall under like the showboaty side, I suppose.
Right.
But I guess you could even put fucking Jordan out there because Jordan on the court would just talk mad shit, close his eyes while he was fucking shooting free throws and stuff. But like Kobe, on the other hand, who was in the world of social media, he was pretty fucking quiet.
Yeah, super quiet.
Pretty fucking quiet. And that's kind of the mentality.
Tiger Woods is pretty quiet.
Tiger Woods pretty fucking quiet. He would do his fist pump.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Fist pump. He never like threw a club. Didn't do anything crazy.
He's not like all these younger golfers that are all over YouTube and social media doing crazy shit.
Yeah, definitely not doing that. I feel like most golfers are quiet professionals though, because golf's just kind of like a quiet sport. Like that's kind of what it dictates. But then like even like baseball, you got the guys like Cespedes would always wear like all the crazy gear and hit home runs and do all that shit. Like most of those guys, like Jeter, I would say Jeter's a quiet professional.
Yeah.
He didn't talk a whole lot of shit.
Right.
He wasn't a
He's
whole
real
lot.
quiet.
Yeah, real quiet guy. Get his hits and fucking move on.
Yeah.
Same thing with I guess Barry Bonds was kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds just hit home runs and go home, and
Cabrera was kind of quiet.
Cabrera's the same way.
It took a couple times where his drinking got out of hand, but besides
Yeah,
that,
I don't think there's too many baseball players that are like out there. I think Randy Johnson falls under the category of shit talker.
yeah, 100%.
Randy Johnson definitely one of the shit talker guys. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, shit talker guys.
A-Rod.
A-Rod, shit talker guy. But you can be a superstar and talk shit, but I feel like you definitely have to be better.
You have to be way better. I think it's like Michael Jordan says, anybody can talk shit when they're up, but it takes a man to talk shit when you're down.
Mhm, exactly, exactly.
Like, hey man, you're up 30. I'm gonna talk shit because we're coming back. You know?
Exactly. So like LeBron, I would put under the category. He's like a tweener kind of, just because of his social media presence and like all the shit that's talked for him, I suppose. But I
Yeah.
would give him quiet professional.
Yeah, because he's not out there. He's just whenever he's interviewed, he's just like, I'm gonna say shit that no one's gonna.
The only
back.
time he ever like yelled at someone on the court that I can remember is when J.R. Smith fucking wouldn't shoot the ball.
Or he mismanaged the clock.
Yeah, he mismanaged the clock that one time, and there's the one clip of him going, "Fucking, what are you doing?"
Yeah, he just
But-
lost the ship.
I feel like anybody would have done that.
Right.
Fucking Kobe would have done that for sure. Kobe would have been like, "Dude, give me the fucking ball. Why do you even have the ball in your hand?
Yeah.
Give me the fucking ball."
Why didn't you look for me
Yeah.
immediately?
Yeah, but anyways, I think Caitlyn is definitely a WNBA superstar.
Quite
She's
special.
as much fucking shit is talked about her on the internet, and Angel Reese, how all the WNBA players are like, "Oh, Angel Barbie's the fucking rookie of the year by a mile."
Yeah.
There's not a single stat that proves that, other than double doubles.
What's funny too is they were like, "Oh, but she's got a lot of turnovers," and they went to Lucas, and he had the second most turnovers,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like,
Yeah, a lot of fucking Caitlyn. There's that whole fucking playlist of Caitlyn giving her teammates like good fucking passes. And
Yeah.
It counts as a turnover because they have fucking butterfingers.
right, but they're just saying like Luca won MVP, and
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Turnovers don't really matter to me. It's all the other stats.
Just watch the
Like, don't get me wrong, turnovers matter
watch the film.
because if you like, just like Jameis Winston when he had that 1 year, 5,000 yards, 30 touchdown passes, he also had 30 fucking interceptions.
all right,
Like that's a bad year, very productive bad year. It's definitely a bad year.
yeah,
But the Caitlin's thing is completely different. I saw someone break down like the everything, all her stats for it against Angel Reese's. And Angel Reese, the only category Angel Reese beats her in is rebounds and double doubles.
right,
Caitlin's got every other category.
yeah, and she's
Every other category is
balling.
assists, points. She's
She's
had
outside
more.
the
She's
red.
had more 20-point games. She's had 10 20-point games, and the next closest people are in the A category.
And if you saw after Chicago was losing one of the recent games, that Angel Reese was trying to get 2 more points so she could.
And they
retain-
triple teamed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, you are.
That's stat padding to an extreme, and I hate that.
Extreme.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I watched there was a video I watched like 5-6 years ago, and it was NBA players trying to stat pad to get like whatever.
Yeah.
So like there'd be like an incentive in their contract. They had a certain amount of double doubles or triple doubles, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And there was one dude that literally he was a rebound and 2 points away from hitting his like season thing, and it was the last game of the season.
Yeah.
And they were winning by like 20. And so he just like casually dribbled the ball down the court, got up to like the rim, and no one was around him. So he put it up, hit the rim, caught it, and then put it back up and put it in as time expired. So he like, they counted those obviously, but what a shitty way to get a double double.
Right.
What a shitty fucking way to do that.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
100%.
Stat padding.
Gross.
Yeah. Yeah, WNBA is on the up and up. They're probably going to be profitable next year, which would be fucking interesting.
Yeah.
I did. So we talked about it the other day, but Bama has a new golf facility.
Yeah.
I said it was 500 million. I was way off. 40 million.
Yeah, that sounded so high when you said
It's
it. I was
still
like,
it's still a lot, but it's a
growth.
$40 million golf facility, and they have. I can actually show you pictures of it. Shit, but they have fucking bunch of cool shit. Just a bunch of fucking dope. So they have like their own golf course. They got all these guys that come in and be like, "Hey, this is how this course should look. This is what's best for training." Where to go? Where to go? There it is. So that's like the little flyover. That's the buildings where the kids are gonna live.
That's awesome. Imagine being on the golf team and getting housing.
Look at how beautiful that fucking looks, dude.
Yeah, super beautiful.
They got old boy to come out and fucking help him out. Look at he's wearing Sunday red.
That's awesome.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bama's got a new fucking golf facility that's just fucking sick. Want to talk about D&D for a little bit?
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Cor, we're gonna finish.
So
up
this is the nerd section of the pod. If you don't want to hear it,
yeah. So I started doing D&D, and then the guy.
watch it. Just fucking. Yeah,
Bro,
there you go.
I'm gonna change shirts before we go. Thank you, Cora.
Christ.
Thank you, Cora.
We got some shedding dogs. It is summertime
Summertime.
when the shedding's easy.
Yep, I'll comb you later. Anyways, but one of the dudes who I ran it with, I asked him to be the DM because he's DM before. So we're doing rebuilding a guild hall D&D session, and we did session 0 a couple weeks ago, just kind of how it works. But we did our actual first mission. So how did you like it?
It was my first real playthrough. We did day 0. I decided I'm playing a Goliath Barbarian Noble. I fuck with it. It's not the norm to play a Noble Barbarian Goliath. I'm glad I'm doing something that's not like super fucking normal for D&D.
Right.
I thought it was good. I had a good time playing. I thought the map that he drew out on the whiteboard was sick. It was nice having like a visual representation of what we're doing. I get the combat a lot more now. I'm still not a huge fan of like the role-playing aspect of it. I'm still not going to do a fucking voice. I'm
You'd
okay
never
if
have
you
to do a
guys.
voice.
I'm okay if you guys want to do a voice. I don't really give a shit. I'm probably not going to fucking do one.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy the gameplay of it and figuring out what we're going to do after. Once we got out of the cave that we were in, you fucking wanted to like search the pockets of the dead rich guy, and I was going to bring up the same fucking thing. So I'm
Yeah.
glad we're on the same page with that kind of stuff.
It's video game looting.
Yeah, exactly. It's Skyrim. You killed a bunch of people, finish the mission, you go back through and loot the fucking bodies, see what you can get out of them.
Yep.
I like Joe as the dungeon master. He does voices for individual characters, which I think is kind of like needed for a DM, because otherwise it doesn't have a
was
lot
actually
of flavor.
The first guest.
He's the first guest on the pod.
And we talked about D&D.
Nice, dude. We should have him back on. We can talk about D&D.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
we totally can.
That'd be fun. We can have him right where Cora's at. Huh. Scoot you down a little bit. But I give it, as of right now, I give it an 8.2 out of 10.
I think for our group, you got a couple of people who are really into it, including myself. And then I think it's just once everyone grows to know whose character's who and how
Yeah.
characters think, and then
I got the character names memorized now.
yeah,
But-
but once like banter gets better,
Yeah,
Then-
it'll
then-
be easier because Trevor's really good at like the role play aspect of it, not really doing a voice, just doing his voice. But like when he was fucked up, he's like, I'm a little fucked up, guys. I don't know if I can keep going.
yeah,
Like I thought that was cool, which
Yeah.
I'll probably do that if my tank ever gets fucking down. But I like that we're both playing tanks, and the other guys are the more like the mystical,
yeah,
shifty characters.
yeah, because I rolled high.
Yeah, you did roll high for strength. Your samurai is stronger than my barbarian, which is hilarious.
So watch out.
Yeah, I'll beat your ass with my hammer, dude. I still got a higher armor class. I'll fuck you up.
Damn, it's like 17 to roll. But no, it's fun. I get the voice aspect is a little weird, but I do like it.
It's not weird. I just don't have a desire to do it.
Yeah,
It's not that I don't think it's lame. I don't think it's weird. I don't think it's nerdy. I just have no desire. I'm not an
what's
actor.
really funny is I always in front of friends, I'm like, I don't want to do a voice, but if you were like, hey, we're going to go to this D&D convention where you paid $40 to sit at this table, and each table has a dungeon master, and everybody there brought a character that they're going to level to level 3 real quick,
Yeah,
and it's going to be like,
you got another one.
I meet 5 strangers.
Oh, you didn't get it. Oh, you got it right there. You got it with the secondary.
I meet 5 strangers.
Yeah.
I would much rather do a voice for those 5 strangers that I'll never meet ever again.
Oh yeah. That's a little different. That's a little different. I just don't. The voices are just, that's the worst part to me. But it's not even like bad. Like I fuck with D&D pretty heavy actually. Like
Yeah.
it's fun. You're kicking with the boys. I think next time we do it, I'm gonna drink a little more, get a little more into the character shit.
I think yeah, we do it to where maybe we do it later in the day next time.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like we should probably maybe like noon start time maybe. So we actually start at like 1, like noon show up time.
Or we start at 2. That way we get a solid 3 hours into it. Then we cook, and then we back half the fucking, because it was almost longer after lunch than it was beforehand.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool if we started with a lunch. So like everyone shows up at noon. As soon as someone shows up, we start cooking lunch.
Yeah.
And then someone, Joe's probably the last person to get here just because he is. He shows up at like fucking noon 30.
Yeah.
We eat, and then we set up D&D, and then we go through like, 4 to 6 hours of D&D session, and then we got like a dinner thing, and then maybe a fire after like last time.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to drink next time. It's kind of hard to start drinking at fucking 10 a.m.
It is.
Like, I could do it, but like, But yeah, D&D is a good fucking time. I like the people we're playing with. I like the Dungeon Master. I like that we do it here. And it's a good time. And maybe we'll live stream D&D.
So I told them like once we get the guild hall a little bit more built up,
Yeah.
and everyone's kind of used to it, where you don't have to like stop and ask all the time.
Yeah.
It's not bad to stop and ask on like certain events, like what if I threw this chair? That you're gonna come into this, but like to the where you don't have to be like, what am I rolling here?
Yeah.
What am I adding here? Shit like that.
I do think it'd be cool. I don't know if you can do it for Joe, but as like a surprise for him, set up your hot mic shit,
Yeah.
your quick shit. Just give him like 1 page of buttons
Well,
for like different music.
He said he was like, you can keep doing it, and I'll just tell you what I want. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
So I might throw on some like.
Well, I guess if we're doing it that way, it doesn't matter if it's like super quick to get into. So you probably don't need the buttons. You just need like a playlist on YouTube or something, and you could be like D&D dungeon music, or D&D fight music, or D&D we just beat the boss music,
Yeah.
or D&D intro music. Just shit like that. Like
Yeah.
again, that can be real quick, and we can get that on in less than a minute.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. I guess if it's that way, it doesn't have to be the hotkeys. But I would also be down to throw in on like a D&D board. I don't know how much that kind of shit costs, because I know Joe was saying he was just gonna like buy one. I'd be down to like alleviate some of the costs on that, throw some cash at it, because like,
Yeah.
I mean, the better the shit is, the better for
Yeah,
us.
it's basically like a grid board, so movement.
Yeah, I looked up them before, and they have some pretty fucking sick ones. And if you wanted, we could fucking build a dope grid board that would fit perfectly on that fucking pool table.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all we need to do is build a 1 plywood board, and then stack some edges on it.
Yeah, and we could even do like a fitted, like we could just frame a whiteboard, like a gridded whiteboard.
Yeah.
That way he can still draw his shit on them. Because if it's a wood grid, which we could do, if it's a wood grid, that means we have to buy
You could,
things.
but like a really cheap way to do it is you can print paper, laminate it, and then you can just dry erasing on laminate.
That's not a bad idea either. Maybe we do that. That's actually a great idea. I like that a lot.
Because you could get like,
And then Joe could do like in whatever, like he's like, oh, and the church is right here, and he writes church on the little square, and he just puts it in the grid where it's supposed to be.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so we'll do a wood grid. That'll be real fucking cheap, dude, unless you want to go crazy and do it on like Butcher Block. But
that'd be crazy.
that would be wild. We could do it on Butcher Block. It'd be a big ass piece of Butcher Block. If we do it on Butcher Block, it's going to be 150 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
If we do it on something cheaper, we could probably get it done for under 80.
Yeah,
And that's like with stain and everything. And like for the grids, we can even get crazy with it, and we could burn the grid lines in.
that'd take a lot of time though.
I don't think it would. Coat hanger.
Well, yeah, but you'd have to like, make sure you're going straight.
Well, yeah, you do a chalk line on it.
Yeah.
Snap the chalk line, and then you get the coat hanger, have it go all the way across, and you just set it on there 5 seconds, back in the fire. Set it on the next one 5 seconds, back in
Okay.
the fire. It would take a minute, but it would also look fucking sick.
Yeah,
And then we could even we could stain it, and we could even like blowtorch like the edges of it. So like say there's like a 2-inch space in between like the grid and like the edge, we could blowtorch the edge of it, and then when you stain the blowtorch shit, it looks fucking badass.
That's cool.
It looks fucking sweet. We can even like beat up the edges to make it look like a fucking, like take like a hammer or like a chain or something and just like smack the edges of it to make it look like a beat up fucking thing. And it doesn't even have to sit in it. We could have it sit on.
Yeah.
That way it's just like one flat fucking big grid surface. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it at a later date. We can go over like some builds and shit and see what we can do. Like real cheap, like we'll get like a real cheap build that we can do for under 30, and then we'll do like a medium build for like 80, and then like the badass build we can do for a bunch of cash.
Sure.
But I think that'd be really cool. The one thing we should talk to Joe about is how many grid squares he wants it to be, because like it can be 10 by 20, it can be fucking 30 by 80.
That's
It can be,
a whole table of grid, and you can use as much as you want.
yeah.
And then if you
Well, it just depends on how many squares we want on.
Well,
Like, do
if
we
it's-
want it like 100 long and 50 wide? Because that's
Well-
definitely doable. It's going to take a little more time, but it's definitely doable.
depends if we're close up in a room or if we're in a big forest, you know.
And that's the thing. So with the higher grid, like let's say we do it 100 by 50, we can make it to where like, all right, you're in this room now, and it's
Every
scaled to
four.
size. Every 4 by 4 is one.
Yeah.
So we could even do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, lot of fucking options for it.
Yep.
Yeah, all in all, it's my first D&D playthrough. I fuck with it pretty heavy. I like it. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I really hope our next D&D adventure is Star Wars flavored.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Even if we're all fucking Jedis, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But I think that'd be really cool. Either that or like some type of anime playthrough would be sick. Like a Naruto D&D playthrough, and we can pick like our fucking,
Yeah.
or like where we come from. We could be like Uzumaki or, whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, I've been watching videos how to be DM, so like once we get like 2 or 3 more people for those.
I think you'd be a great DM.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fantastic.
Thank you. I don't have anything else.
Nope. Oh, boys season finale.
It's great.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. It's crazy the way they ended it. Spoiler alert. Kimiko speaks.
Mm-hmm.
So did you watch it all, Project V?
Yeah.
So that was the chick that, she touches people and just tell them to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
So she came up to Frenchie, and people were like, were putting subtitles on that one scene, and like she grabs his shoulder and like speaks in his ear, and she says, "Fuck me," and he just followed her into the van.
Yeah.
People were saying like, "Oh, Frenchie's immune to her power." She just said, "Fuck me," and he's like, "All right,"
Yeah.
and just walked off. But pretty crazy. They tied it all in. I think what they're doing is they're going to alternate seasons. So I think there's going to be a season of Project V in between season 4 and season 5 of The Boys.
Yeah.
So I think the next season of Project V, because it does tie in perfectly. Because at the beginning, with the timeline. So the beginning of season 4 ties in perfectly with the end of season 1 of Project V, because they started talking about the virus that they were cooking up. That was solely being done at the college.
Yeah.
And there was a dude that was running the whole thing, and it turned out to be old girl's fucking husband or whatever the fuck he was, old one leg.
Yeah.
Tied in perfectly with it. So I think they're going to do a season 2 of Project V, and that might be all we get from Project V, because I know season 5 is the finale for The Boys.
Yeah.
They're not doing it a 6th season. This is the fucking final season of The Boys, which is going to be crazy. I've seen some cool artwork from the comics. And one of them, it's not really a spoiler because this is just like one of the versions of it, but it's Butcher by himself walking up the lawn of the White House, and there's just a bunch of suits above the White House, and he's walking up there with some gun over his shoulder.
Probably the dart
just
gun.
him just walking up.
Yeah.
But his crazy fucking tentacle shit was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
He's just teaming up with his fucking self, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But
I thought one of the funniest moments was when Ryan, she's like, "I loved you." She poured her heart out to this young man. And he's like, "Get out of my way," and just
killed her.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a huge reveal, and she was actually super abled, and her neck just fucking like snapped back into place. But that's not what fucking happened.
No.
It's not what fucking happened. if I were to guess how they ended, I don't think they're going to do the Butcher route, because in that one, Noir was a clone of Homelander, and it turned out that the reason why Butcher didn't even remember, or why Homelander didn't even remember Butcher's wife,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
it was
yeah.
Black
Oh, boy.
Noir that was doing it as Homelander.
Get out of here.
And Butcher ends up winning, which that's just the way the comic book goes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's probably a version of it where the boys lose, but also in the comic, it's not just the 7. There's 3 major groups,
Wow.
and one of them is based on the Avengers, and the other one
Justice League.
is the Justice League.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and then this one, the main one, is the 7.
Yeah.
And that's just like the half-ass, or no, yeah, the 7 is the Justice League because of Homelander. The other one was like Teen Titans or something. I can't remember what it was, but they're all based on like other superhero groups, which I thought was funny.
That's cool.
Yeah, because Justice League, they got an Aquaman, they got a Superman, Black Noir is supposed to be Batman. There's just, they got their guys. They had their Wonder Woman was Maeve. But yeah, the boys, 9.8 out of 10 so far. Fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that Huey was fucking the shapeshifter.
And then, yeah.
And then she's like, you're getting tested for every fucking thing available because she's like, because I'm not catching no switcher or syphilis.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck yeah, it's still gonna fuck the superhero.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. All right. I think that's it for the pod, huh?
Hit for the bow.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah.